What is up, trading card fans, the YouTube world? How's everybody doing today? Roosevelt here. As you know, starting at the channel. Wednesday is going to be Force of Will Wednesday, like that. Today I'm going to be doing a little unboxing of this product. I've just kind of gotten into the game. I normally play Magic the Gathering. I play Pokemon way back. And sort of got into this game because I like the art style. It has some cool features to it that are similar to Magic and everything, so I wanted to start getting into it. This is the Vangolf Series 2 box that is not like super popular, is from what I hear from the community and all that kind of stuff, but some of the cards that are in it, it's kind of like a core set kind of thing, and they stay in print. You know, there's different stones, some other different cards and stuff. So I figured that when I opened it, I would open it with you guys. So let's get into it. It's kind of cool that they do these collection boxes too. This is something I wish Magic would do. You know, how cool would it be if like the shock lands or something, you know, were always in this kind of thing, or like just staples, because it's got 225 cards, so you're gonna get four of a lot of things, I'm assuming, and it would just be a cool way to keep people, you know, in the game if they're always worried about their wallet and stuff. Because even as it was, I mean, I got this for like 20 bucks, I think, and thought that was a pretty good deal. Plus, it comes as a nice little box. People love boxes. I love boxes. So, all right. We got a bonus cards. That's kind of cool. I'm not sure what's in that, but we'll open that in a little bit. And then it's got these 5 math numbers, 5 separate deck-looking things. So I don't know. Why don't we just open them up and see what's in them? See what's in them. I know they've kind of redone the border and stuff. Like the numbers on the new cards have appeared on the side and stuff. It's a little easier to read. But they've always kept the same back, and that's one thing I really like about this game. The backing of the cards just looks so nice. They look so nice. Like what a and the card stock, the card quality is just great. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. All right. So we got Alace. This must be like the common J ruler for this deck. I would assume they all come with one ruler, so they're all, you know, you got grass, water, light, fire, dark. So there's one for each. I'm not sure, honestly, which of these cards are still legal. I mainly got it for the dual lands that are in it, because those have always been kind of around. They kind of went with like a wartime theme, I think, with this whole thing. So there's like everyone kind of appeared as like a soldier or you know, someone that's like studying. You know, they got these cool kind of military outfits on, and all the pictures are kind of that and everything. Kind of reminds me of like Attack on Titan kind of style for the set. And then all the resonators, I guess, and stuff were kind of like tanks. Maybe this is something else. This is the main reason that I even got it, was the stones. Because like this one, for example, here's like the black green duel, blue green duel, all that kind of stuff. So this one, I guess, is like a 3-color deck. It's kind of cool that they're pushing that. Yeah, I mean, these are neat. These are neat. Like I said, I got to look and see which ones are still around and which ones are still doing their thing. So I guess the tanks are not resonators. I apologize for that. All of the other characters are the resonators in this. These are almost like, I guess this would be the addition kind of thing, like an enchantment. More of the lands, more of the lands. So that's cool. That's what's up. That's the main reason we got it. Main reason we got it. I've got a local game store, Firefly, here in Columbia, that they do Force of Will tournaments every Wednesday. So I'll probably head there tonight and see what kind of tips I can get, see what kind of help. Definitely getting pumped about the new set coming out. I think 2 weeks from now. The pre-release is this Saturday, and I'm definitely going to go to that, and then I'll show you guys what I kind of get in that thing and all that. So let's see what we got in this other one. So, in there. Got it. Got it. Silveria Bless. Okay. Nothing crazy. Alright. It's cool they come with like a foil alternate art, and I would assume that these are all alternate arts for these kind of things. So nothing crazy, some pretty basic things, you know, 1 for 300, 2 for 1,000, 1,000, and when it comes into the field, put a resonator from your graveyard in your hand. It's 5, I'm sorry. Like I said, they redid all the numbers and stuff in the newer sets, and the newer sets is what I've been looking at since I've been getting into it now. I got a few of the starter decks when the whole game first came out, and when I approached people, they were like, "Oh, you've got like the legacy version of kind of cards and stuff," and those cards are kind of bonkers, I guess. And I'm sure, like any set or any trading card game, the more cards that come out, the more combos and stuff kind of happen without anyone really thinking about it until someone stumbles across it. I like these tank things; they're kind of cool. An opponent pays 1 more, play judgment abilities. That's pretty good. I always like cost more effects. I've been a fan of Thalia and Magic the Gathering, Death and Taxes kind of decks, so that kind of reminds me of a tax effect. Here's the black-white stone, black-red stone. These basic lands are kind of not cool looking. Nothing that great. I don't know, kind of basic, but I guess you get what you get. Again, mainly going for the duels. There's kind of a... Oh, this is definitely an addition. Okay. Well, man, I don't know what these tanks are then. What are these tanks? Maybe it can help me know what these tank things are, because it doesn't even say it. It just says Regalia. Maybe that's something that was in the older sets and is not in the new ones. I'm not sure. Cool. All right. Number 2 down. Let's go to this water one. Oh, always a fan of blue and Magic. I like drawing cards. I like countering spells. But I've noticed that green, leaf, grass, earth, whatever you want to call it, in this game is kind of the blue color that Magic has. They've got a counter spell that I've heard a lot of people say is good, which it is pretty good. Severing Winds, I think it's called, the most recent one that's kind of like in every deck. Seems pretty good. You know, they cast 2 spells and you get to cast it for free. Force of Will, the card, not the game, from Magic is always a good one, and that's a free counter spell if you pitch something to it. So free counter spells are always good, I'm sure. Let's see who this is. Alicia Melchiot. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, sorry. This card enters the field. Return target register to an owner's hand, so it has a bounce effect. It's pretty good. But I guess this is... Okay. Sorry, maybe I should have been doing this too. This is the side they're supposed to start on, and then this is what they flip into, their J-Ruler side. Judgment of 7. Squad 7. I don't know. Still digging the art style. Oh, this is kind of cool. I don't know if you guys can see, like, you got ones that are kind of like hand-drawn, and then like this one almost looks like it's from like a PlayStation game. It's like sort of 3D-ish, but almost like from a Final Fantasy game or something, how it's kind of blocky style. That's cool. I like that they did that kind of stuff. Kind of reminds me like the like the clay kind of pictures they'll do for Pokemon. I like that they do different stuff like that every now. I wish Magic would kind of get in on that, where they're getting different types of artists than always hand drawn and digital, making it look like that. They could do some different stuff every now and then. More of these tanks, Regalia. I pay 2 less for Judgment. It's kind of cool. And again, here are the stones: blue, black, white, blue. It's always good to have dual lands in any type of game. It just allows a lot more options for when you're deck building and stuff. Okay. So now I'm seeing. Okay, so this guy gets +3/+3 if you control Regalia. So 3 for a 9/9. It's not bad. That's not bad. Just kind of basic. I think this would be a good way for, and I'm sure that's the main focus, is for to learn how to play the game. I could probably get my wife playing this or something. She was one of the people that wanted me to start getting into it and was curious in the cards and stuff. We go to an anime convention every year in Atlanta, so this is one thing that I knew I could kind of get her on, and then she saw some people at the store playing it and was like, oh, what's that? So it's been cool. she's more of the Pokemon fan in the household, since I've kind of done the Magic thing. So this is maybe something we could play together. All right, Alicia Gunther. Pretty sure I got that one right. I don't think that's too crazy of one. Flips to a 4/10. Judgment 7. I wonder if all these are Judgment 7. Now I'm like curious. Curious. Are they all 7 to flip over? 6. Okay. So they're not the same. It's kind of interesting too that all of these J rulers have just a colorless flip ability. Most of the time you'll see most of the ones in the game have a colored, maybe like 2 white and a colorless to flip it over or something like that. So I guess this is an easy way for people to learn how to play. This is the spell chant. Okay. It's kind of cool. Like I said, they got this whole military theme going on. So it's a different, it almost looks like a different game, to be honest. Looking at it this way, because obviously it's still anime themed, but it doesn't have that fantasy element to it, which I guess is kind of weird. Like the stones are all fantasy still, and then you got these kind of, regular looking people and this kind of thing. It definitely reminds me of a video game, going, obviously the art style, but even just the whole feeling of this set. Like I would play this game. What is that game that came out? Like Advance Wars. That's what like this whole set kind of reminds me of. A little Advance Wars from GBA kind of thing. Nothing crazy. What does this thing do? I like seeing. Produces all colors. It's pretty good, huh? I don't know. Banishes it to recover your J ruler. Also not terrible. Could attack twice or something, or still block with it. Like I said, I'm still getting into the game, so I don't even know all of the rules. Like I know the rules of Magic and stuff. Excuse me. So it's just a fun thing to kind of pick up, and yeah, just something new to play, new to share with you guys. You can ride along with the experience with me, and probably teach me some stuff in the comments if you guys feel like it. I know there's like some banned cards from the most recent decks, which some of the cards, when I look at stuff that came out in sets prior to Ancient Knights, which is like the newest set that I was aware of, seemed kind of busted. Like Lumia as a J ruler, flashing things in and out, that kind of effect would just be bonkers in Magic, and that's kind of why I like it, because they take a different twist on things that are kind of like it. Obviously you've got land or stones that you tap for mana, and the numbers are pretty much the same in line. Everything just kind of is, add 1,000 to it or something, or multiply it, I guess. But it's still fun. I like it. I kind of wish they wouldn't do the big numbers. I don't know if that's just like the thing to do. That was always the thing that kind of made me dislike Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because it'd be like, oh, this guy's a 2,500, when really could just be 25, and math could be a little bit easier. But whatever. I digress. All right, final one here. This is the Fire deck. Rayla Marcellus. That's a cool one. 9. Oh, wow. May pay 1 less for each nameless resonator you control. All right. As long as you control Kurt Irving, gain swiftness. So swiftness is like the haste in this game. I've learned that at least. And a 10/6. That's not bad. Nameless herself. So kind of interesting. It is kind of cool too that I'm noticing in like each of the decks, the colors of the characters correspond to the colors of them. You got these guys kind of in the red, and they have like the red symbols and the red embroidery on their jackets and like the lines and stuff. So that was a cool way to do it. Here I'm noticing. So it's like, you got this one. I got all the, oopsie, woo, there we go. Kind of like the red, details and stuff on her gear. And then you look at the light, and they're white featured and kind of a lighter background and stuff. So that's cool. I like that. I am noticing, however, that there are not 4 ofs of the dual lands like I was hoping, but that is kind of what it is. I guess you can't assume to get your cake and eat it too, or something like that. But still a fun set, still cool to look at. Like I said, I just like the artwork of the game, and I think it's cool that they give full art, on the card. Yeah, there's still a text box and stuff, but it's a little bit opaque, so you're not blocking as much of the artwork kind of as Magic. You know, you get such a small square sometimes. Not saying that Magic art is bad, but I just kind of wish they would do more full art stuff with you know, opaque text boxes. All right, so then we got this pack right here. I'm not sure what's going to be in it. I didn't even read that this came in it. I was just more excited about getting the lands and stuff. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I like seeing shiny things. See something shiny. I don't need, maybe I can look up too if these are always the same or if it's actually like a pack of something. But I think it's just going to be like a few foil versions of cards that are in the decks. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah, because there's Mr. Video Game Guy like I was talking about. Now it'd be cool if one of the lands was in here or something, but nope. Just a shiny tank and some shiny little commons and stuff. That's cool. You know, I guess you want to edit some of the decks a little bit, and from what it seems like, I said all the resonators in this, not resonators, J rulers in this, have a colorless flip cost, so you can kind of make any deck you want, you know, with any ruler in this. Then it comes this cool insert and stuff, and you know, how to play the game, which I'm sure I'll need to read because I don't know what I'm talking about all the time with it. So that was fun. All right, and then what's this? We got like a okay, so there's two like fold out things. So it is to teach people how to play. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, that's neat. It's got like a map of the place that they're kind of fighting over and stuff. I like that. It's a good idea. It just adds to like the story of it. You know, if you're into lore of card games, I know I like that part of Magic too, how some cards will be so flavorful. That just makes the game and makes it that much more fun. And then this is probably the rules thing and the insert. And okay, I guess if I read this first, I would have seen what a regalia was. So great items with huge power, blah, blah, blah. And I will fold it out. Whatever. I'll show you guys what it is. Maybe no one's ever seen this. Probably a lot of people have, since it was, from what I heard, pretty overly printed. But that's cool. It's got all the information on it, how to win, all that. Teaches you, you know, what chase is, which is kind of like the stack in Magic, from what I've heard. Sorry about all the comparisons. That's just what I go by with this right now. And even when I'm at the store, some people will say that kind of stuff too, just to help me. So yeah, I don't know. Guess that's about it right now. Like I said, Force of Will Wednesday is going to be a normal thing I'm going to try and do. Going to the pre-release this weekend. So next week will be me kind of going over what I got in the pre-sealed deck, how it all went, whether I got crushed or not, and should be pretty fun. Thanks for joining me, guys. Take it easy.